Oh, are you on?
All three of them.
Okay. In the matter of People versus Redmond, 242424, there's a number.
David Neal, back from People.
Emily Lottie standing in for Dominic Lombardi on behalf of Mr. Redmond, who stands to my left at the podium. Your Honor, at this time, we'd ask to adjourn the jury trial. Mr. Lombardi is not going to be in town during the jury trial. My understanding is he's also filed a motion to dismiss. We'd be requesting a motion date at this time, Your Honor.
I didn't get a motion to discuss.
My understanding was he filed it last Wednesday before he left the country.
Well, I'm still gonna proceed on August 6th. Oh, you said
He
he's
said
out
he's
of?
not in the country, Your Honor. He's still going to be out of the country.
Well, a message was tonight. I mean, we met on June 10th on a pretrial, nothing was discussed.
Apologies on his behalf, Your Honor. I can follow up with my office when I get back today to make sure that it's still.
Well, maybe someone needs to communicate to the young lawyer that there is some protocol here. That, no, this isn't an isolated incident.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Well, I guess we have to determine that it's a good cause given the lawyers out of the country. Adjourn. Reset. It's not like this case is fresh. Hanging around. All right, we'll adjourn it. Thank you. How's the client gonna drug test today, by the way? How are you gonna drug test?
Oh, I've been clean since
Okay, when did you last drug test?
in jail to be released.
All right, so I'm gonna have you drug test today since you're here. Are you gonna be clean?
Yes, I will.
Okay. You're gonna go over there
Where do I go?
to the jail. Okay. What's that?
He does not have, he just said he doesn't, you don't have.
I mean, I can arrange, I can definitely go right now. I mean, my ride for work's waiting outside, but I do not have an ID right now.
Where are you working?
I'm doing the roof with a friend of mine. I work for myself.
Oh, then you have a minute to go over there. So, don't worry about the $10. We'll let the jail know that, part of your frequent flyer miles, use up those. And, we'll give you the drug test. You know the way over to the jail?
Yes, I do.
All right. And by not going over there will immediately result in a bench warrant, okay?
Understood.
All right, but if I know what's in your system, then we can dispense, but, so you're gonna be
There
there.
is, sorry to interrupt, there's marijuana.
Okay. What else?
That's it.
You sure?
Yes,
Last call.
marijuana. That is all, sir.
All right, well, let's confirm that. Okay. All right, head on over there.
So we're gonna go, just,
Jail.
Jill, knock on the door, say hi.
Okay.
Here's
Should
the
you
drug test.
wait for the paperwork here, Your Honor, first?
Just a second, I'll do it. real
Yep.
quick.
We'll get
I
it
gotta
forthwith.
get this downstairs.
Thank you. Have a seat, we'll get your paperwork.
Okay.
Good luck on. Hope it doesn't rain. People versus McIntosh, 242489.
David Neal, back from People.
Emily Lottie standing in for Peter Swims on behalf of Ms. McIntosh, who stands to my left at the podium. Your Honor, at this time, we'd ask to continue the jury trial.
Have you been in contact with the? Yes, because we had a bench trial set, correct? Your victim was there,
Yes, that's correct. I did speak with him this morning.
okay? And everyone is ready to proceed?
Correct.
Okay, we have jury instructions,
I did, Your Honor.
okay? I'll need them, right?
I'll follow up with Ms. Swims on that, Your Honor.
Okay, I need them before the day before, at least. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I need paperwork.
In the matter of Howell Ortiz on 235418.
Your Honor, I need just a few minutes to speak with Ms. Howell Ortiz. She's not set till 9:30.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, we are.
Thank you,
Let
Your
me
Honor.
see if it's
Samsung, is that maybe a better? I'm not quite sure.
Mr. Brandt, Mr. Brandt on one of Mr. Curry's cases?
Yes.
Have we seen Mr. Curry?
Mr. Curry. is
Yes.
down
Did he plan on joining us
in-
for our special Curry timeframe?
Go and shake some bushes.
Okay. Are you here on one of Mr. Curry's cases, Mr. Brandt?
Yes, Judge, 3 cases. I've talked to him. I believe we have a plea on Ms. Reinholm. And the other 2, I think, we're going to ask for adjournment of the jury trial in order to complete discovery.
Yeah, he did talk about some type of dancing. So I assume that was meant that that was the card that he was asking to be checked. So. All right, we understand he's down the hall, so we'll get him.
All right, I'll hold on. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Curry, which case would you like me to call first? I do have Mr. Brandt here.
Mary Reinhold, we have a plea, Judge.
Okay, in the matter of People versus Mary Reinholm on 242271, also ticket number 2620459. Appearances for the record, beginning with Thomas Hunter.
May it please the court, Otto Brandt on behalf of Thomas Township.
Robert Curry, we have defendant.
Okay, and what do we do today?
Judge, we're going to amend the high VAC charge to impaired driving, and we'll dismiss the refusal of the PBT upon acceptance of her plea.
Correct.
Okay. Ms. Reinholm, is that your understanding?
Correct.
Have any threats or promises been made to you in your plea of guilty?
No.
Entering your plea of guilty based on your own choice?
Correct.
You were given a device of rights, understand that you waived them all, including the right to a trial.
Yes.
So going back to February 16th of this year, were you over near River Road and Dice Road in Thomas Township, County of Saginaw, State of Michigan?
Yes,
Had you been drinking prior to the time of your driving?
yes,
And did that impair your ability to drive?
yes.
All right. Hello, you remember?
It was 2-2, Judge.
2-2?
That's correct.
Where was she coming from?
Freeland.
Freeland? All right, let's refer to probation. Is there anything further? All right, so we'll get more background on what happened that night, and then also not only just your version, but other information to help us. We'll come back in about 45 days and then.
Thank you.
Yep, fine, continue.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Do I need to call these or we just continue? What do you want?
Judge, the other 2 I've sent a letter to Mr. Brandt. He's in contact with the chief. He hasn't had contact. I mean, he's waiting for some answers. We're asking those to be set for a plea after the jury trial.
So what you're saying is adjourn the jury trial.
Adjourn the jury trials, 7 for plea. Hopefully that should resolve.
Is that on
Rome's and, correct,
Murphy?
and Murphy, Judge.
Adjourn jury trial. Set for plea.
That covers Mr.
Adjourn jury trial. Set for plea. And then with regard to Bradshaw?
Judge, I filed a motion.
You good with these two?
Oh,
Yeah. I
oh,
filed a motion. Judge. I'd ask that be said during the jury trial.
so you haven't noticed the motion?
I was, yeah, I can notice it after. I'll get a date for the court.
Okay. So I understand from my review of the motion, is this involving the safe harbor provisions of,
Yeah, sure.
all right. So I haven't really seen, I just saw the motion. Is there a brief or are you just going by with the cases you cited
Cases, I said, Judge.
and then the people haven't had a chance to respond to that?
That's correct.
I was just gonna verbally respond today because I didn't have a chance to do it in writing.
Okay, so let's do this.
We can email Linda and that judge get a date.
All right. And I'm somewhat hesitant to. And this would be the third jury trial setting.
I think the motion will resolve it, Judge. I'm also in some communication with her. We applied for sobriety court.
No, I understand, and that went back to June. So,
It's all in good faith, Judge.
no, I know that. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just trying to. All right, so. Third jury trial. Set motion. And how much time do you need to file a response?
Well, actually, I'll have it next week.
He's a pretty busy guy.
Okay. Well. My guess is probably towards the end of August, as soon as we can open up a date.
That's fine, Judge. Appreciate you.
All right, set motion date, adjourn jury trial, good cause. Anything further? Bond continued. Thank you. Okay. Is there a Ledbetter? Ledbetter?
Just let them know I gave it to you.
Timothy Ledbetter? No?
9:30.
Oh, is it 9:30? Oh, it is 9:30. Oh, the jury's at 9 a.m. All right, so we're just going in 9:30. 5 more minutes. In the matter of People versus Nicole Howell Ortiz, 2354118. Appearances for the record, you go.
David Neal, advocate.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Lynn Lighty on behalf of Nicole Howell Ortiz, who stands to my left of the podium.
All right, and what are we doing today?
Your Honor, today's the date and time for the final pretrial. I've spoken with Mr. Neal. count one would be amended to operating while impaired, and count two would be null or crossed, Your Honor. And they do have some recommendations as well.
Yes, Your Honor, as part of this plea deal, the recommendations would be I recommended a minimum of 6 months probation, terms and conditions being to undergo color code testing for drugs for the entire 6 months. And obtain a substance abuse evaluation and attend it and successfully complete any recommended treatment.
And Your Honor, we have no objections to that. If Ms. Howell Ortiz would like to. Your Honor, we have no objections to those. She is a bit worried about the color code
Why?
costs. There is a very low amount of income in her family at the moment, and so she is worried about the color code costs, but not about the drug testing in any capacity. So I just want to put that on the record, so that could be taken into consideration with fines and costs.
First take the plea. Is that your understanding?
About what, sir?
Pleading guilty today?
Yes.
Amended. Has anyone threatened you or promised you other than what's been stated on the record as to your plea today?
No, Your Honor.
So you're entering your plea then based on your own choice?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were given a device of rights. Do you understand that you waive them all, including the right to a trial?
Yes.
So on or about February 25 of last year, were you over at Gratiot near Kennelly in Thomas Township, County of Saginaw, State of Michigan, operating a motor vehicle on a public road?
Yes.
And were you using certain substances that have it here listed as a hydroxy delta 9 THC? Is that correct?
It's marijuana, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it some form of
No, Your Honor, it's just the active components of marijuana
Active
versus the
components.
carboxy THC, which is non-active.
Oh, yes. Never seen it written. So you're using marijuana, is that right?
At the time, sir, Your Honor.
And that impaired your ability to drive?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything further in taking the plea?
Nothing, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
If you were drug tested today, how would you test?
I'll make sure that's an item.
Sure, why should?
I mean, I smoke cigarettes and I also take things for my polyarthritis.
Little worried about the other aspect of this. Well, let me find out more. So accept, is there anything further in taking the plea?
No, Your Honor.
All right. For the matter of probation. Bond shall be continued. I did write the recommendations down, pretty standard.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good to over probation. All right, Ledbetter?
Demco, that,
Oh, that counts on. Hello, Ms. Cowden.
Hi, Judge. I just called my client and he said his notice was for August 6th. So with the court's permission, I'll call him back and get him on speakerphone. Would that work?
Well, is it gonna be resolved?
Yes.
Oh, very well. Yeah, we can do that.
That's the jury trial notice.
Yeah, no, I know, you read the bottom of it, it's not the top.
Yeah, he said that was the only one he saw.
Makes sense.
Hello,
Mr. Ledbetter, I have you on with the court.
yes, hello. Yes, good morning.
And good morning. People versus Ledbetter, 892-6629, appearances for the record, begin with the government.
David Neal back for Peter, Your Honor.
Deborah Coughton on behalf of the defendant.
And what are we gonna do today?
I believe the offer previously was allowing a suspended person to drive.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And I told my client that that is not abstracted, no points, so he is willing to take that.
All right. Mr. Ledbetter, any threats or promises been made to you in your plea of guilty?
No, sir.
Entering your plea then based on your own choice?
Yes, I mean, on my own choice, yes.
And you were given advice of rights, you understand you won't have a trial and all the other rights listed on that form, including your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty.
Yes.
All right. So going back to March 30th of this year over on Mershon in the city of Saginaw, county of Saginaw, state of Michigan, where you allowed an unlicensed person or a suspended person to drive a motor vehicle. Not sure if it was unlicensed or suspended. I wrote suspended. Yep. Is that right? Allowing a suspended person to drive a motor vehicle over on Mershon?
Yes.
All right. Did you say yes? Is that my understanding?
He did say yes.
Yes,
All right. Or accept plea of guilty. Anything you want to say on behalf of your client?
No, Judge.
Did he get his license yet?
Sir, did you get your license?
no,
Anything further from the people? Any objection to sentencing?
No objections.
All right. $100 fines and costs, 75, 50, time to pay. Start with 60, alternative is 3. And we'll work with you on your time to pay. Anything else?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. We'll get that in the mail.
Hold on, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Cotton.